Show you how to make a lesson plan using the SAVVAS curriculum. We're going to make an easy, simple lesson plan with objectives, introduction, instructions, and the exit ticket or the closure. The first thing that I want you to do is to go online. Don't use the software that you have installed in your computer, but go online to the SAVVASrealize.com, and in there, from the browser, you're going to click sign in, put your username and your password. In this case, I'm going to use Lilian Garcia. And once you get there, in the home tab, you're going to select your book, any book that you use. They're all designed with the same structure. And from here, I want you to make sure that the fast track resources only switch is off. If it is on, then we're not going to use it like this. Then make sure that it's off. Select the chapter that you're working with and select the lesson. Most of the chapters have 5 lessons. So the idea is to use a lesson a day. I know that some of you that might be difficult because maybe you're trying to do too many assignments per day or you're trying to do everything that the books offer. But a lesson a day should be the goal. But if you're using 2 days per lesson to begin with, that's okay. So we are going to click the lesson, and we always are going to have introduction, some synthesize options, and an online quiz. I'm going to change lesson so you can see that we always have the introduction. Then you have some tasks that we can choose from and a quiz. Lesson 3, you see the introduction, some activities to do with the students, and a quiz. Lesson 4 will be the same, introduction, some activities to do with the students, and a quiz. Okay, so let's begin our lesson plan. Okay, we're going to suppose that today is Monday, or I am on the first lesson. So I click lesson 1, and this is the structure of my lesson plan. I'm looking for the objectives. The objective will always be in the introduction. So I'm going to click on the introduction, and this is where my objective will be. It will be with the I will know phrase. So I'm just going to select it. Then you can copy it, go back to your Word document or whatever you do in the planet, and you paste it. And that's it. Now, for the introduction, this is the activities that you will do. Usually, all the lessons, most of the time, have in the introduction a part that is called the big question. There are songs that you can play for your students to sing, videos that you can show them. In this case, it is a picture. So I'm just going to select the big question and just put it over there. Introduction will be the big question. Now, for instruction, these are the things that I'm supposed to do with the students. So I just need to go back, and then on the left, you see it has many assignments that you can do with the students. You know your group. So this is like a menu. These are your options, and then you decide which ones you're going to do with your students. My advice is to do 2 of them only. You can select 3. In this case, I'm going to check this one. to see if I like it or not. Then I see, okay, there are some things that they can do here. For example, they can check this one. Instructions are here. If I like it, let's say that, oh yeah, I like this one, then I'm just going to sell key ideas, the north and the south grow apart. I'm just going to go back to my lesson plan instructions. I'm just going to say that they will do key ideas, the north and the south growth apart. That will be the first thing that I'm going to do with them. If you want, you can just highlight and copy paste. You can do like this, and then Control C and Control V. Now let's see. I'm going to use this one, these other key ideas, starting down the road. Oh, yes, that's nice. There are some instructions and some extras that will tell you what to do. You see, you can Harriet Tubman, show some persons, some important people. If you like it, then you just go to lesson plan and boom, copy paste. And then let's say that I'm going to use the review of struggles over slavery for my students to do. And then for the closure or the exit ticket, I'm always going to use the online quiz all the time. Now, that doesn't mean that this grade has to go to the grade book, but it will give you an idea if the students learned the lesson or they were supposed to learn. Because remember, we are supposed to follow the curriculum. We are supposed to do what the book tells us to do. We can change a little bit, but not too much. If you noticed on the right, it will tell us the standards that we have to address or that we are addressing with this kind of activities. So when your students take the benchmark test that is made from the book, they will know. They will be able to do the skills uh, that they were supposed to learn with this curriculum. And then this is the online quiz. Now you have a printable version. You can print it so they can do it on paper. Now, if you have the students with computers, then this thing gets even easier because you only need to select, for example, this. This is what I chose that they will be doing. Then this one, and this one, the review, and the online quiz. And then I just click, I can make a playlist of this or I can assign it directly to the students. What I would do if I were you, or this is what I do in my school, that I create playlists. For example, this one will be called Chapter 9, Chapter 9, Lesson 1. So next year and the other years, you already know, you already have your playlist made. So you don't have to make them again. And once that you have your playlist, then you just assign it to the students. Just click select all, assign all, then choose Friday, the last day of the week. That's where the students are supposed to complete it. And then you click assign, and then that's it. So you give the laptops to the students, or they use the tablets, or they go to the computer lab, whatever they do. And when they log in, they will see the playlist over there, chapter 9, lesson 1. So they just need to click it, and they will go and start doing it. At the end, you will see the grade that they got. And then if you choose something that they have to type, then you can just go in there and grade it by yourself. But I don't do that. I usually choose multiple choice assignments because I teach 130 students every day. And there's no way I'm going to check essays or stuff like that. That's too much. So I always choose multiple choice activities, or activities that the computer can help me grading. That's easier. Then your lesson plan should be something like this. If you see, this is simple, not complicated, but the good thing is that it's aligned with the standards